And that was the trip when the deer came to us up over in Angeles Crest. And
you mean a real deer?
A deer.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
That was fun times.
It was crazy. So, and this deer came to us before we took the shrooms, right? We're all just setting up camp, and this deer just showed up around, and he's just kind of chilling with us. I guess he saw us as being chill.
He took a particular liking to Paragon.
What? Really?
At some point,
yeah, he started licking Paragon. I don't know. Really liked Paragon.
Wait, so you guys known each other for like decades?
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is like
at least 2 decades, maybe.
I known him since like 97, 98.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
2 decades.
Well, I graduated
from
Cathedral.
Yeah.
From where?
Cathedral.
We live on the live channel now this time.
I went to Franklin.
You went to Franklin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for about 2 months, and then I was like, I'm good with the avenues.
They were doing great.
Dog, it was no joke.
Right?
Yeah.
I tell people now, and they're like, oh, what do you mean? I'm
Franklin.
like, you didn't grow up around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there for 2 months. I'm a tag banger. I grew up in graffiti, and I didn't take me that long to. They almost tried to shoot me, and then some fool sliced me.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Then I went to Lincoln, and that was a little worse.
Yeah, 'cause then you got all their sets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lincoln's even. Yeah, that's.
And then I went to Verdugo. I got jumped twice there, but then I stayed there and I finished there. But dog, Franklin was no joke.
Yeah.
You never just try to go to Eagle Rock and make it chill?
Nah. Cause like Eagle Rock, I just didn't like. I don't like. That was when I know I'm
Or Marshall?
I tried Marshall. I didn't get.
I sent you the link.
I didn't get in. I tried Belmont. They said they had too many students on the wait list.
But Belmont was crazy too.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? So that was another one. Like I would say, out of all the Northeast schools, Marshall and Eagle Rock were probably the 2 chill ones.
I went there. I was dating someone at Eagle Rock when I was a kid and shit. And every time I went there, dude, it looked like UCLA. It was like perfectly beautiful, calm.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I was like, this is tight, you know. But
Talk about the Belmont tunnels.
Not talking about Eagle Rock High School.
Yeah.
Eagle Rock
was scary for some. I don't know. I thought it was.
It
it looked like an institution of some sort, right?
To go to Eagle. No,
It
Eagle
looked
Rock
like
was
a
just
straight-
chill, like any regular high school.
To me, it looked like an institution.
It looked like an American high school.
Yeah, like in TV.
Yeah.
To me,
And then like when you go,
That's why I was like, if I go to the post, I just want to go to Eagle Rock. It looked like the TV ones, like you just see on movies.
I went to Marshall for a little bit, and that was like, that's a fucking.
Marshall was the one you saw in the
That
movies.
is the
sister, everything. The beginning of the halls and shit. That's like the most famous right there, dog.
You guys ever heard of Vail? I bet you dropped ashes on your laptop.
Oh no.
Oh, you good? Okay. You guys ever heard of Vail? It was in Montebello. It was like the troublemaker school. And
That's SGV. SGV.
All the people that got kicked out of different schools and shit, they got sent to Vail. Vail, V-A-L-E.
Vail?
There's some badass kids in Vail.
I went to the last school in LAUSD that accepted it, which is Verdugo. I didn't never even heard of that shit, which is over there by the end of Glendale, Tahunga. And there was not one person was from around there. Everyone was from like Watts, South Central, Pacoima. All these fucked up kids. I was like, what's going on here, dude? Like the first day I went there, some fool got stabbed right in front of me. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, welcome to school.
Wow.
Give me your lunch money.
It was like my second class. I was getting out, and literally it was 2 bloods, and these fools were getting down with 2 chicks and a fool, and then some other fool came out of nowhere and fucking started stabbing this fool. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn. God damn. Gang violence.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, whenever I would like, because I would always have every year had to go to summer school, so I went to Eagle Rock, and then one semester I actually had to go to Eagle Rock to make up classes to get back into Cathedral because I was fucking up, and so like I was always saying, yeah, I just rather go to because Eagle Rock was actually the chill one. That felt like I was in like a movie, like because it was a mixed race. I mean, it was predominantly Filipino, but there's a lot of Latino. There was still some white kids. Then you had like your couple of black kids, maybe an Indian kid here or there. So it felt like you were on like a TV show kind of shit. Like
Party of 5.
Like yeah, like it felt, I was like, yeah, this is cool over here. It's just nobody was tripping really. I mean, yeah, you had a couple cholos, but they just kind of did their own thing. So like they didn't really fuck with everybody. Like it wasn't like you were getting hit up. You know what I mean? You just went to your crowd. If you're a nerd, you went with your nerds. If you're a jock, you went with your jocks. If you're an artsy kid, you went with your artsies, the taggers. Everybody just had their little area. Just didn't bother nobody else. Like other than I know there was a lot of drama there. There was a lot of like that was going on. because it was so chill, it was like a TV show where like, you know, there are all the gossip in the room. Yeah, that was huge over there. That was like a TV, like a reality show.
Paragon kicked it with mostly fucking Igorok people.
Yeah,
because he lived.
I lived right
there
there
in the fucking vicinity.
So
all of his homies were fucking Igorok.
I was basically off. You remember where Igorok Underground was?
Yeah.
I was right around the corner.
Yeah, he knew more Igorok people than I did.
I was there by Igorok in York area.
How do you know these?
Or by the bowling alley and all that.
Oh, okay.
No, Paragon was popular though for some reason.
I just grew up with everybody.
45? Because the bowling alley was
a lot.
I grew up on 46.
46, okay.
So I was the other side right there. But yeah, but the bowling alley was like literally
Hold on, dog.
2 blocks.
Before the gentrification happened, that side was that was the fucked up side of Eagle Rock. Yeah, there was because that was the Glassell Park and then the Highland Park. That was the
everything.
Yeah.
So for me, I saw it all too.
Yeah.
Because I saw like this side.
What was that one Filipino hood? That
everything went down right. Everything went down right there at that Tommy's, right there at the top. right. On Colorado. It was Colorado.
I used to pick up my E-Connect lived right there by the. There's a dance studio right there by the pizza spot right there in Colorado.
What? By the Inkster. No way.
And he was a big fucking E-head. And I used to fucking wait for this fool, and there was like 50 fools right there at the Tommy's, like all these Asian like G's. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Back then, and that was the 90s.
Yeah.
So that's when you like where I lived. It was MP13, and then you went further up. You had Flipside, but so there, Eagle Rock was more Filipinos at the time.
Oh yeah.
And then of course then he went down just went down this way is Highland Park. You go down this way is Glassell Park. So I was like right there by the mix of it all, like you know what I mean. And then So
shout outs to Foster's Freeze.
Yeah, Foster.
Hey, R.I.P. Foster Freeze right there. There's no more, right?
No more.
Where was the McDonald's by the freeway?
Oh, sorry.
That's
the Burger King.
Right
the Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah, I know they got rid of
Burger
that.
King
Park was way
Foster Freeze is there.
This was what fucking freeway was that?
McDonald's?
There was a McDonald's by the freeway. I used to be where my college was.
134?
134.
Okay. On Colorado?
On Colorado, I think it was. There's McDonald's and I think there's a Ralph's or a Vons or some shit.
Ah, yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about. By Glendale, you're talking about Glendale, right?
And then I also saw white people because Occidental College.
Yeah, that's like Verdugo and
Well, that's all Occidental, a little neighborhood now.
Yeah, now it's all they took over again.
That's where I stayed.
But yeah, so so we saw. I literally seen a piece of everybody, like kind of like you know what I mean.
I think that's probably one of the best ways to grow up. Always being around like one side and shit. I love where I grew up, but that's the one thing I wish where I kind of grew up in other places because I only seen one thing.
Yeah.
Like Glassell Cypress Park is always known for crystal and just banging.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. That's why you go there. So like, and then I
went to Glassell.
I learned that the hard way.
I went to Glassell to pick up weed.
Okay.
Right at the greenhouse or.
I don't know. The homie went for me because he's like, "Yo, bro, I don't trust that they won't fuck you up, so I'm gonna go get it for you." Because he was the homie.
That's a homie.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He's like, and he got it from somebody from a window. I don't know if you guys know that person.
It's probably the greenhouse.
The greenhouse.
Back in the days, that was everybody went there. I feel like
people
used to go there from far and wide.
I used to tell the class. I used to be like, "Yo, bro,"
because people like in Dina heard of it.
People like. And then there was glass.
No, yeah, right. And it was like brown, like really like
brown, light green.
Oh, really? No, you would get that dime bag that was like that, right?
Yeah, but it was bomb.
It was like and it was thick, right? It was like a thick dime bag.
And then Pretendo with the C between Chronic and Pretendo. There was that next. Before you got to Chronic, Critendo.
Yeah, no, I brought my.
It was called Fire too. That was the nickname. They could be like, "Oh, this
called
is Fire.
Kush.
This is Fire."
It's called Kush.
No, Kush was supposed to be. Oh yeah, you're right. It was better than Chronic.
It's called Kush.
It was better than Chronic.
Yeah, because you had Stress, and then you had Pretendo.
Yeah.
And then you had Endo.
No, Critendo, Endo, Fire.
It was Pretendo, but then you also had Endo, and then after Endo, it was Kush.
And then I always had
Chronic and then Kush.
Oh, Chronic and then Kush. Yeah, my bad.
And then you always had someone from out of state saying AZ is the most dopest fucking weed.
Was that AZ?
Was that red hair?
Yeah.
Purplish red.
Oh, I hated that.
I loved it.
That shit gave me a headache, bro.
No, there was Arizona. There was this Arizona weed. They had the orange hairs, but no seeds. When you got that weed, woo!
That was
that red hair.
That
was that.
AZ was not for me. That's all I know.
That's that mid grade. That was Pretendo.
Yeah. Like it was like Stress, but it was better than Stress.
Yeah.
Right under Chronic.
It was Stress with no seeds. Yeah, stretch with no C's.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then later on down the line, like Chronic, I don't know. Then it was Fire because we couldn't afford Chronic yet. So
I don't
then it was
remember
Fire.
anything being called Fire.
It was,
I was called.
Pretendo, Indo,
I was called-
Fire. That's what I mean.
yeah.
But it was better than Pretendo.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Chronic.
It's not Chronic yet.
Yes.
I knew it as
Then they had
Indo.
Chronic,
Yeah.
that was like,
It was
yo,
Pretendo.
everybody, we're gonna pack this boat, and everybody they take a little hit. That's what Chronic was.
There's only like
And
10
then-
people.
And then this fool told me this is Kush, and I go, "What's Kush?" He goes, "Take one hit." And I took one hit, and I was like,
But you know what? Speaking of your, because you were like, you said you were like kind of like the Glassell, Cypress Park area.
Right. I'm on the border.
That's where me and him, we recorded our first EP in that area. We called it the Cazador EP.
Oh, yeah.
Because we recorded it at the homie.
Cazador?
The Low the Messenger spot. He had a spot on Cazador. It was like a back room, and that's where we recorded our EP.
"Back room on the black couch."
It was just like a room that was built
what's
out
up.
into the back. And
I mean,
yeah.
there's actually a lot of hip hop around. I didn't even know this. Like Psycho Realm, Dilated Peoples, they've had studios around there. They've had like a lot of people where I didn't even know. Like, what the fuck? It's like one of those areas like you go like NoHo. If that's like low key the recording
Right?
central
Yeah.
of fucking
You're right.
LA right there.
Well, if you look at back in the day, a lot
Or
of the
Porn Soup.
lot of the classic West Coast artists,
Right.
from Tupac to Snoop to Dog Pound, Ice Cube, if you look, they all recorded at a spot. It was called Echo Sounds.
Right.
It was right there in
Atwater
Atwater.
Village. Yep.
It was right there.
Atwater
It's
Village.
no longer there anymore, but it
Behind the Home Depot?
it's over there, kind of by
It's
where
on
that.
Glendale Avenue. Glendale Avenue.
Oh, where rallies used to be down the street.
Yeah,
Kind of,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
On the other side of the bridge.
Right, yeah, down the street from Rallies, and then you would go towards
I
like
never went there. I've
Hyperion,
heard
but
of it. I
yeah,
never-
Yeah,
everybody
by
talked
that
about
time,
it.
but
It was like
that was the spot. Easy E,
Echo Sound.
I do remember I used to date a girl who lived in that area, and she said she used to see a lot of people like she's
Just rolling up in the
Eazy-E.
spot?
Yeah, Easy E would go in there, Snoop, like every.
Wait,
dog
that
pound.
was when Atwater was fucked up though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was also.
That's like hipster
Before-
central now.
Yeah.
Yep, before all the fucking
Before all
farmers
the
markets
gentrification.
and yeah.
It was.
Yes.
It was. Yeah, but
Tunerville's still there, you know that?
No, Tunerville.
I heard they are.
Rascals are right there.
Yeah, I still see it up.
Yeah.
I still see it up.
But that's a trip. What was it? What was that spot called?
Echo Sounds.
Echo.
But if you look at a lot of the the inserts of the CDs or cassettes, if you look at
You seen that
recorded,
logo and shit?
it'll always say recorded at Echo Sounds. A lot of places,
Yep.
Beastie Boys, just a lot of classic hip hop from the West Coast was recorded at some point. Everybody hit that studio,
Did they do a documentary about that place?
No, they should have,
Oh,
because that was a classic Northeast spot. You know what I mean? And it was that part of Northeast where you kind of right before you get into Silver Lake, Hollywood area. You know what I mean? It was that the edge of North. It was like the other side of Northeast. It was like on the other side of the hill, over the other side. That's the Northeast, on the other side of the graveyard.
And
And
Paragon
stuff.
is just like GPS. He's like, yo, it was. And then
For real. Nah, him and my cousin,
street.
like studies maps, and him and Paragon used to like debate over like what section is which, you know? Like,
Yeah. Pretty true.
yeah, for real.
so we got your
Like,
cousin,
okay,
Paragon,
yeah.
and autistic kids on the
Nah,
maps.
yeah, you know. He
Hey,
knows by experience.
Doesn't
and-
Steadfast have a tour coming up, or did he already go on the tour?
Oh yeah, did you? You said you went on a tour, or is
This
it
fool
coming up?
cut him off sick with it. I like it.
There you
My
go,
boy
there
right
you
here. Shout out to
we're,
Pac.
we're going out at random
Yeah,
time
I
and
know,
shit.
right?
huh?
I just made-
Tangents like
Yeah, we
crazy.
doing. Are we gonna do the Vegas, Phoenix?
Where you,
well,
where you performing at in Vegas?
so hold on. Starting LA, Orange County, San Bernardino, Vegas, Phoenix, and then ends in Phoenix.
Oh,
So a
nice.
mini one, five cities,
That's still awesome.
5 cities, 3 states.
I'm gonna be in Vegas August 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is your Vegas tour dates at all?
August?
Uh-huh.
Nah, 14 and up. Sorry. He's
God damn it! So I'm gonna be out
But
there with some
if
homies.
you guys ever see a show anywhere, roll up. I got you in for free.
What's the location or
Gas Lamp Studios. It's a venue about.
I've been there. Yes.
Yeah?
It's
It's like 9 minutes away from the strip.
Is it with what's it called? Hydro? No.
Hydro?
Are you doing with Hydro? No.
Nah, I never heard of it.
Who are you doing?
It's by Paradise. If you guys know where Paradise, it's about 10 minutes from the strip.
I go for the hookers. There's
He's not lying.
But do the hookers go for you?
I've been a guy.
and they wouldn't when I pay them.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as he has
But then
cash.
there's also a place that I've been wanting to go. It's called the Red Rooster, and it's like a big sex house and shit. People go in there. You pay $100 if you're a guy, or sometimes if it's a special event, it's like 150. Women are in for free. But
Anyways,
No?
yeah.
20s, bro. What the fuck? This goes off on a tangent and you do that? For reals? What the fuck?
You just cut me off.
He cut the
What
homie
you
off.
should have, it was
cut
good.
him off earlier. I like this.
No, but hey, I want to ask you a question though. How do you link up with tours? Like, do you just hit up people? Or, like, do you have a manager? Like, how does that work?
All right, so it first started off about 10 years ago when I first got into the scene. I was already doing like the battle thing, like all around Southern Cali. Then I got on tour with King Little G.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's where really everything started. I met photographers, I met managers, I met artists, like shit galore. So when I start like chilling with them, shout outs to King Little G, shout outs to Self Provoked. They gave me a lot of tips and shit when I was like first barely hitting shows, what I should do and what I should not. And
hey, Self Provoked still around?
that fool just did a huge ass show in OC.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like a big ass show. It was like a rock / punk / hip hop shit.
Oh shit.
And I seen like the footage. That shit was a show.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's pretty much, I kept those contacts and I just built from there. So I would be like, hey, I just did this show with you over here. What's up? I know you told me you're gonna go to Chicago or you're gonna go to Philly. And then it would be like, well, yeah, you trying to get on? I'd be like, well, what's up? So I eventually met up. This was in 2018. I went to Philly. And shout outs to the, what is it, the beatbox room? Or the electric room. There you go. It's in downtown Philly. I did a show for some guy, Mars Millie. Or damn, he's probably pissed at me. Mars Millie. And this fool fucking just killed it. And after that, I met a lot of East Coast connects. And pretty much from those two tours, I pretty much just, kind of ran after that.
Do they pay for everything, like your lodging and all that, getting you out there?
All right, here's the myth about tours. That's not true.
No, there's some that do, but I'm just saying, do you have to pay
it
for
was
it
pretty
all?
much, we got you a slot. You're responsible for everything else.
Grind it out.
That's where the label comes in.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to
Yeah.
get here, and
Yeah.
do they pay you to?
On the King Little G show tour, yeah. So big tours with big artists and big names like that, yeah. But you're still responsible for your lodging and your fucking travel.
Yeah.
But everything else, that's a fucking package, dog. Free promo, free fucking video, fucking performing, fucking, so that's, like you said, that's where they're paying for you. That's why you have a record label. Unlike underground artists, I'm paying for everything out of the pocket, so it's just, you gotta fucking do the math. But at the end of the year, all the money you make, you gotta remember, you're making 10% or maybe at the most 15%. So if you make 100K, that's less than 10K with taxes. And you just did like a whole tour of the country. So
Yeah.
when it was broken down to me, I didn't believe it because it sounds so unfair of how us artists, I would say not even rappers, just in general,
Artists, in general,
artists and music artists are treated like the trash of all professions of the world. For how much work and effort and dedication and time and energy we put in, like the give back it's almost nothing. Like I think
it goes for all amateur artists, like in every field. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's doing it for the love of it and the hopes usually.
That's why I think that's why a lot of artists decide to just say, okay, fuck the labels. I'm gonna do this shit by myself.
Yeah.
Some succeeded and some didn't.
A lot didn't.
A lot didn't. Yeah.
I feel like that was where I was going, and so I met a couple of local cats. Shout outs to East of the River, my homie Viva Mezcal. A couple other heads that really knew the game, that really knew the business side of things. So they pretty much put me on, and now I can honestly say anytime I leave the city of LA, I get paid. So every show that I'm doing, like out of state or out of the county, whatever, it's a paid show. Whether it's fucking $75 or $100 or something.
That's
it's
dope. Still,
it's
you're getting
something.
paid.
Like, I'm hoping one day in the fucking jungle of LA, I can start getting paid, but right here really is the jungle of fucking LA, fucking rap, just rap in general.
There's too many people that want to do
Everybody fucking raps, models, everybody.
And the rap industry is completely oversaturated with rappers now.
Yep.
It is not the same that it was anymore, and it was all because of the internet and things like SoundCloud and everything like that.
I
Because
would
everybody
say
be like, "Oh shit, SoundCloud."
Promo teams and companies pretty much killed it.
Yeah.
Because I be getting messages. You want 5,000 for fucking 500. You want 50,000 on YouTube and all this shit. They're killing it, dog.
But I was gonna say is that Los Angeles has been oversaturated for a while, even before internet, because everybody come to LA because they want to live their dreams and they want to make it big and they want to do this and that. Yeah, so we've been oversaturated. Like if you were in other states or other cities, you were able to start up and get bigger and get a fucking crowd up quicker. Now it's harder because of the internet. You're right, because everybody knows everything, everybody. But in the past, it's always been hard in LA for a minute.
I do think it was easier for people like say like when the South started making music.
Well, yeah, because it was raw. I mean, it was hard because you had the pioneers, but once it got established,
You do have a lot of opportunity out here, though.
Yeah.
But like,
As far as we do. It is
oversaturated.
oversaturated, but there is a lot of opportunity that based on the fact that it is a
Yeah.
hub for artists.
And it also
You know what
depends
I'm
on the
saying?
artist
that's true, 'cause
too.
there's more resources.
It
Yeah,
depends on the
exactly.
artist too.
There's more
If they're
resources for
if the artist is willing to go through the trenches, knowing what you have to go through, knowing the percentage of making it, but you feel like you're gonna make it. It's all up to you too.
Yeah.
But you know, like
But what's
if you put in the work, then put in the work.
But what's
then
making
some people
it?
get lazy and don't put in the work.
Like for you, Steadfast, what's making it for you? Like, what are you trying to do?
First of all, getting to a point, I feel like I've been training for about 15 years to get to a point where I see like I'm dope. Like I'd be like, I can make good music. Any one of my tracks can go against anybody. I feel like I'm barely getting to that point. There's some tracks where I feel like in the last I would say 8 to 9 months where I'm like, okay, when I was a kid, this is how I imagined shit. When I was a kid, this is how I wanted to sound, and it's starting to come that. So now that I'm getting to that point, what I'm about to do is go back to school so I can learn the basics of business. And then from there, I'm just going to start my own music production company.
Okay.
And it's going to be music, videos, graffiti. It's going to be all that wrapped into one. So it's just pretty much building my name, dude. And soon enough, the money will come because I've already shown myself I can get paid for what I do. I write verses for people. I write hooks for people. So that's ghostwriting technically. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a ghostwriter, but I've done that multiple times. I got paid for that multiple times. I've done multiple tours throughout the last 10 years. Let's see, 4 of the tours were paid, and the other 6 tours were just for the love. But I'm just here to build myself, make what I can do. But at the end of the day, it's for the love, the passion, and I feel like the messages that I speak and believe in, I really do believe in them. And when you really do believe in them, I feel like you want to be heard regardless of the dough or not.
And have you ever toured out of the country?
I mean, I've done Mexico shows, so
That still counts.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
still counts.
there.
I see a lot of people in LA that are going overseas, like Russia and like Reverie and them and shit.
That's what Twan just said. He says, yeah, other places and cities, even in other countries, appreciate underground way more.
Way
Oh,
more.
yeah,
When I was
definitely.
in Germany,
Way more.
For sure.
bro, they were digging it. They were loving it.
UK is the #1 hip hop fucking pretty much fan base in the world. The
Okay.
UK, Europe.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Japan too. The
loves
Japan
it.
too,
homie
Japan
KO
loves-
said, the homie KO he went to Japan. He goes to Japan quite often. And he tells that the love for the hip hop scene over there is incredible.
Yeah.
Just
What's up with the Philippines? Can we get fucking hot in the Philippines?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, they got to see out.
They have a hella scene.
My
You gotta
boy
rap in Spanish.
Bamboo, he goes out there all the time. Usually when he has tours,
But we just
he
gotta rap
always
it-
has a Manila
but you gotta rap in Spanish, huh?
style.
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
No, but I'm saying you know Spanish too, right? Or they know English?
English.
English? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
English, Tagalog, Bisaya,
But-
Ilocano.
Yeah, Bam's always doing shows out there. Ruby Ibarra, Classy, you know what I mean? The whole beat rock.
Cuba has a huge hip hop scene. The problem is you gotta get over there. But if you can get over there, you'll have an arena that fills up easy. Easy.
Why? It's all about reaching.
That's true.
You know?
So
Saying.
that's my goal, is to start touring around the world. I mean, that's my end goal.
Okay.
Besides building my own pretty much music production company.
You trying to perform in Iran?
Shit, I don't know about that.
What's up?
I don't know about any of those Middle East fucking
What
countries.
about
They
what about
fucking
North Korea?
What about Israel?
North Korea.
Never know.
You're
Hey,
playing
there's a lot
all the
of-
most communist, fucked up spots.
There's
in
a lot.
the
There's a lot of money
dictatorships.
out there, though.
Bro.
You know those Arab countries.
Hey, but bro, Dennis Rodman could do it. You could do it too, bro.
That fool's an icon, dog.
Bring hip hop to the North Korea.
That fool is an icon, dog.
Hey, some iconic wrestlers went out to North Korea before they were iconic wrestlers.
I don't know about that one.
That's what's
They
up.
did. You never heard that story? Where like people like Ric Flair and them, they went out for.
I don't know, but
I don't know
Iron
about
Iron Sheik is the motherfucking king right
Yeah,
now.
I know that fool.
he goes
Bro,
on. He goes on rants.
No,
You fucking Hogan.
is he?
Fucking bastard of a bitch.
Is he still alive?
Put on his-
He's a wild
I recently seen an interview on some random shit of his whole life. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And he was a crackhead, like straight up. He was a crackhead. So in the
he was
interview,
wild. He was a
so
wild
in their
man.
interview, they're fucking like chopping it up with him. So everything's going like whatever. All of a sudden, this fool like he reaches for his pocket like nonchalantly, and then all of a sudden this fool starts hitting him while these fools are fucking interviewing. And
Iron
then
Sheik?
Iron Sheik, straight up,
Oh,
straight up hit free basing.
He's a wild man though.
And then this fool, like you said, he started going on these rants when he was all on one and shit. And after that, I was like, damn, now I know what people are talking about.
I forgot what he did, but I think he was an agent. He was like a secret agent, but I forgot what the fuck he did. before
What
he
about
does
when King Kong Bundy fought that Bumblebee Bundy?
What?
You're stupid. He's talking about Married with Children. It did happen,
He's
but
talking
it
about
was
Jackie Chan
funny.
and Paragon wrestling in the ring.
You're
No, I
stupid.
remember I saw something about that where like he wrestled. the
Married
small
with
Bumblebee.
Children. Shut up.
Okay, I thought it was a real. What's it called? I
You
don't
know
know.
he didn't.
Hey, you know what I found out that's
Stop
dumb?
it.
I know we gotta get to the mix in a few minutes, but you know what I
Stop
found out that's
it.
dumb? Is you remember the Disciple? That was Barbara the Brutus Beefcake.
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, so which country are you really trying to hit up? Like, if you could go to any country in the world?
Bucket
for
list.
reals?
Bucket list.
I'll do the 5.
5? No, you gotta do one, motherfucker. We can't afford all the 5.
Well, the
Fuck
5 that I'm
which-
planning to go to. I have connects in 3 of them already, so I just need 2 more.
Okay.
But let's see,
But if you
Spain,
could pick one in the whole world, what would it be?
that'd be
Thailand.
Tokyo.
Anywhere. Tokyo?
Oh, for sure.
Thailand.
That's like
I actually was gonna go to Tokyo before the lockdown. I didn't have my plane ticket, but I was literally talking to him, and it wasn't a Tech 9. Who was it? It was a Mayday show, which is signed to Tech 9, and they're over there. And I was gonna go just an opening, open up, and fuck, that show got canceled. I got like 5 big shows canceled that year, and that shit put like a huge roadblock for my career for like 2 whole years.
Because of COVID?
Because of everything getting shut down, everything stopped. A grip of fucking promoters quit.
Yeah, they quit.
Fuck, a lot of venues quit. A lot of people that put on festivals quit.
Yeah.
Like the whole
Yeah.
scene died. Like really did die for a minute.
So what did you do during those 2 years?
It was all underground, like underground. Like, you know what I mean? Underground shows. Like people were renting out fucking venues, downtown spots, lofts. It was all shit like that. Little secret fucking. I seen a couple spots in San Gabriel Valley where it was like secret little gambling spots,
Mhm.
like where they had the little spots. pool-
Speakeasies?
Yeah, like little
Ah.
spots, little casino, even slots and shit. Like, and there was little stages and shit. I remember I was hitting up a lot of those.
You needed a password. Fucking
There was like the
password to
secret
get
knock.
it. Word.
That's
You
it.
know what's dope in Vegas? There's a lot of speakeasies that I like that, and I've been to a few. Like
You went to the green room.
no, there's a museum.
I heard about you.
There's a museum. It's called the Mob
They have a
Museum.
picture of you.
You
back
guys
there.
ever heard of it?
The what?
The Mob Museum.
No, yeah.
Okay, so in the basement is a speakeasy. So you have to go around the building outside, down some stairs, and then knock on the door. And there's a guy that opens up it could be a girl too that
Oh,
opens
like
up a
Hollywood.
thing.
Could be a girl too.
But trying to be considerate. But
You have to show your
But
penis.
you have to share a password. But the only way to get the password for that place is you have to go to their website, and they change it weekly.
All right.
So when you go in there, you tell the password, they open, you go in. It's a pretty dope spot.
Packy's the reason why they had no sex in the champagne room.
Hey, shouts to the chat though. It's
Hey,
fucking
they
Yeah.
said,
it's lit. It's
hey,
lit
Rick,
right now.
Rick
Chat's
says he's gonna
poppin'.
see you on Friday, or is that yes? Rick says he's gonna see you Friday, Steadfast.
Yeah. I'll see you
Yeah.
there, my boy. Oh yeah. So let me get
Tijuana,
through
you
some
got-
new shit that
Yeah.
I got. All right. So I got like that's gonna be in November, and that's my own album. I haven't put out my own album for 4 years, so pretty much it's just been a lot of mixtapes, been a lot of collaborations, and a lot of singles since then. So I'm gonna get back in the ring and do that with the album. And after that album, I got another mixtape that's just by myself gonna drop. So I got about 3 mixtapes lined up that are already pretty much within the next, let's see, 3 to 9 months. And then the other albums that I have written, that's going to pretty much be like a follow, you know, make a little wave so I can write off that while I'm making new music every day. Because I write about 16 to 32 bars every day. And I freestyle and rehearse every day. So I try to keep it live inside of me because people know me as a big freestyler and big battler, even though I don't like battling no more. I'm a big freestyler still and shit. So that's what's new. I got about 6 shows lined up right now before I hit the tour. All you got to do is go to my page, Only One Steadfast Raw, and you can see everything that's going on, flyers and everything. And I'm on all platforms under Steadfast Raw. Fuck
Bro,
with me.
It's not even like you fucking. What do you mean you're a dope ass freestyler? It's not even like you got like a belt or something. What the fuck you mean?
Damn, I got a couple now, dog.
All I know is that your consistency is up to par with your name, Steadfast.
Now, I'll be sarcastic.
I feel that,
It's 'cause
you chose a good name, and that's dope.
Thank you.
But I'll be sarcastic. It's because
I did win
That's
the
what's up.
title belt from my boy Dre.
Yeah, he won the first ever Freestyle Friday championship belt.
Yeah.
Word?
He beat the champions. He's the champions of champions.
Okay.
Nice,
He was being
nice.
funny. He was
I'll
being
be
funny.
sarcastic. I guess I'm always a dick. People can't tell.
But yeah, that's my thing. I used to do a lot of tournaments, and I haven't done any recently. But I did do a huge battle against. It's called the Orange County Santa Ana. I think it's called the Art Bar right there on the Proof Bar. Wait, fuck, dude, I'm making
The
myself
art bar
look.
by the proof bar.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
The bar
Hold
bar-
on, take that back.
The
Take
bar
that.
bar.
The bar.
The bar bar.
The poop
Hold on,
one?
hold on. Shout outs to Fredward Scissors Hands and his whole crew.
Fredward.
That fool's the homie, dog. Right here, here it is. It was the 100 Proof Bar right there in downtown Santana, and the show was a big ass battle. It was the Dark Horse Cipher versus what are these fools?
We're still
called?
talking about Vegas?
No, I'm talking about the Santa Ana show. It's in
Oh.
Orange County. They do it every month, and they have a team that they battle other people from other places. So my team, which is the Dark Horse Cipher, we battled these fools, and it was a huge thing. And I took the title win, and then I had to battle Illness, which is their main MC right there in the 714, and then I had to take him out and shit. And it wasn't a tournament, but it was definitely like it was some dope ass drama. Here it is right here, the 100 Proof Cipher. So that's me and my boys from the Dark Horse Cipher. What up, Dark Horse Cipher? We took that, and then I took the actual title that night against all the MCs. That's what I was talking about. So I'm trying to get back into the freestyle tournament shit, but not really the battle shit, But we'll see where it goes. But if you ain't doing nothing, what is it? This Friday and shit, roll up. I'm gonna be in El Monte, and I think this show's free at I think it's called Progress on Main. It's a pretty dope club. They got pool tables, digital golf, arcades. You can smoke there. Fucking roll up.
Roll up and
Roll
bring your passport.
I got some free
Bring
merch,
your
some
birth
free
certificate.
stickers.
Bring your birth certificate
Yeah.
and 2 proofs ID.
Just so you won't get
And-
deported.
I didn't see
And,
all that. I didn't see all that. What pack? Why you gotta see all that, bro?
Because it's
and
true.
now time for Rockfy now.
Rock, what are you gonna bring us in the mix?
Ice is everywhere.
What do you got?
Yeah, Rockfy now.
Rock's like that one person that's like he doesn't know what he's gonna talk about in the news break.
And before we go to his mix, I just want to say, when we see the ocean,
What?
we figure we're home, we're safe,
We're free. So lame.
I just like doing things like that.
the soundproof booth, I get loose. Your Excellency, better than the rest of MCs and destined to be my capacitators, collapse your fader. When I come back to days ago, that's the way to go. Smash the radio, pass the gravy too while I behave a fool. High level virtual humanoid, leave your whole crew destroyed when I switch to manual. Cause I don't stick to manuals, I'm packed with pad and feel, man and skills that weave the tapestry. You can't capture me on video, DVD, or camera. I'm angle mics and I'm maniacal manner. Feedback, fire scanners, they wave white banners like dandruff. Handcuff the track like a prisoner. Non-visionary commentary, then it isn't us. You gotta get a better view outside. The third eye right inside. Do the knowledge, who's get the mileage? Bird's eye view, catch all ears. Bird's eye view, catch all ears. Bird's eye view, catch all ears.
Take off your clothes. Remove your clothes. Take off your clothes. Out the shower, we butt naked, cash and ass. We don't fake it, measuring tape, I force you to take it. Mouth is open, nuts you ate it. Play on the side, I know he hated. Alligator shoot, I'm tailor-made it. Fuck high class, we move low graded. Last night was she masturbated. Strip club, my lap dance got raided. Switch girls, every time we traded. Call girls, we always dated. Master skill, we always stated. No weed, we like it braided. Girl, you don't know me. Mixing hoes, girl and pose. You don't know me, Cadillacs. Get in and get your booty smacked. Maxing hoes, rolling bows. Only looking Cadillacs. Get in and get your booty smacked. Coming cowboy like we Western. Naughty girls, you learn your lesson. Spank whip or Smith and Wesson. Fill your breasts, bite your chest and shit on your shirt, pee on your dressing. Tossing salad, face all messing. Superman, big shirt with the S in. Every Easter, Charlton Heston. Go to church, Bible blessing. Hear feet talking, tell a confession. Audience clap, we still guessing. Tripod camera, back to the session. Move or panties, we progression. Promise sex, so we protesting. Filthy sheets, ice cream made a messin'. Come upstairs, ring the bell, keep pressing. Maxing hoes, rolling bows. I'm limiting the Cadillacs. Get in and get your booty smacked. Maxing hoes, rolling bows. I'm limiting the Cadillacs. Get in and get your booty smacked.
Fumando creepy cortado de la planta. Tú tienes pistola pa' que si de frente te tranca. El flow que le gusta a las putas y la santa. Tú me dicen las que estamos gato, cuchio, nos matamos. A la vida cara nos acostumbramos. Putas diferentes pero los mismos hermanos. Bájale que bájale, 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 bájale que bájale.
Tienes que bajarle, que aquí no cogemos fantameo. Ya yo te llegué, está cogiendo tu sonido feo, muévase de ahí. Tú te colaboras con los feos, si cruzas las rayas te bajamos el dedo. Yo con todas las normales, trucho con todos los metales. Tenemos la cones de los minas para canales. Metemos la blanca por el cielo y por los mares. Y si me ven de frente yo dudo que me disparen. Yo dudo que me disparen. Si me ven de frente yo dudo que me disparen.
Got a colorful aura, like I got neon guts. Admitted I move like amoeba. Yeah, I float in the room like I'm reefer. Yeah, alien, I'm not your kind of people. Yeah. Telepathic fan, watch how I read you. Boy, you ain't got emeralds greener. Nah, you ain't got Richard the Sleevey. No sir. And I got a rose that's in the grove that I ain't drove. Shit, I don't know the reason. 3 or 5. Underlay, revive. Hola. Me and J Bappin on G5. Chola. Success is a drug, hey man, we high. I am mother is a beehive. Yeah. I got love for you haters. Yeah. Ain't you tired of enslaving? Come with us, make some paper. Yeah. Cause you should own what you label.
Yeah, you never stayed in Kahlua. I put Chanel on my shooter. Flooded my chain and it Gucci. I don't want that girl, she moody. I'm basically saying I'm cooler. Get DR discounts for my cougar. Back in the 6th grade, I got the bad grades. I was in love with my tutor. See, musically lows, you trapping, man. Most of you rappers be actors, man. Go MIA when I find little Madison. Stay at the Ritz-Carlton, this not the Radisson. Just took a blue one, about to take the red pill. Purple thoughts in my brain, hope it don't spill. Stay with a nerd, you like Urkel Jalil. Fresh is like Carlton, I kill him but will. Big ass R on my Smiths, big ass R on my whips. Slip on shoes so you won't trip. Say she kinda fine and she got some hips. Mama said, let me see the witch. Boy, you know light and dark don't mix. Mix it up, boy, bad luck. Sick to my stomach with them neon guts.
Higher than Elon Musk, so high stars eat all dust. And I got a colorful aura, like I got neon guts. Dark energy we don't touch, artillery's beyond touch. And they give a nigga colorful aura, like I got neon guts.
Don't follow me, I bust. So high stars carry us. Find your passion in you, find your neon guts. Don't follow me, don't touch. Follow passion. Find your passion in you, find your neon guts.
You the man, you the man, you the man, like bro, goddamn. Always take a picture with your money in your hand. Try to show off and stuff for your friends. I don't think you looking at life through the lens. Wanna live right, but you still on the fence. Can't keep it real, cause you always pretend. All that you needed was always within. People work harder when they moving with a passion. Some people rap, some people do fashion. Then we got athletes, mathletes, people that want the shit badly. And they go hard for it gladly. Chasing their dream, make them happy. And they get crafty with it, put their whole soul in it. And they won't slow down, they don't know no limit. Cause the hustle don't stop, so they'll never be finished. But the simpleton man still waiting for the bus. He gon' live his whole life eating other people's dust. Need to get his mind right, start living like us. You can gain the whole world, but it'll never be enough. Don't follow people, follow passion. Find your passion and you will find your people. Don't follow people, follow passion. Find your passion and you will find your people.
All the stars may shine bright. All the clouds may be white. But when you smile,
Now, what do you know about the stop of the whip, the cracking of a song, shackles around you, making all bodily harm? Put some profit, second up, or to throw you overboard, make a bow to an overgrown overlord with a sword and a gun. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The suffocation of your pride until it finally dies. Won't even let you kill yourself. You already tried. The last of you tried. Already cried a lifetime of tears, and it's only the beginning. They raping the women and killing the children. You feeling less of a man than you was yesterday when you saw your child smile for the last time. They got y'all in chains and in line and sweat and grime and afloat in the boat crossing the Atlantic feeling seasick. Nauseous, getting was starved to death. Because this European motherfucker was a fool down your throat with his hand yelling at you in the room, and then was too crazy to understand what he's talking about. I'm talking about they got you rowing the boat, so you pray for wind so you can rest your arms and stretch your back. But when you start to slack, it's when you hear the crack of the whip full of rip through the skin. Don't it burn like fire? All you eat is bread and water, but then when your people crumb unless you roll with the harder. Would you take that shit up and die like a martyr? 30% died and got thrown in the water. The rest were charted to the newfound land and auctioned off like animals in a cave. A slave got the range of a lion with the grip of the iron chain around your neck is giving them the leverage to keep you in check. Why they say you off with no respect? Okay, he's good for picking cotton. She could work in the field where it's dusty and hot, and I don't like that one. His teeth is rotten and he look like he's plotting yo killer. Yo killer, with all these bullets we gon' fill him. Brainwash the women and children and write history books without them in them.
When he was cracking the whip, we was running our lip. Rap was the gilligan and cool the shit. We asked for the truth, but then they gave us this. Lie, realize only what we give them they get. I was born into this, remember the strip. Treated like 3/5, no censorship. I studied and got this, they got me grip. Red books and good locks to pump the fist. Learn how they make the law business twist. Told my somebody see me the big bullshit. Redirect the
I got 20, I got 50, I got 100 now. I got 100 now. I got 20, I got 50, I got 100 now. Praise Jesus. Lord, I got 20, I got 50, I got 100 now. Lord, I got 100 now. I got 20, I got 50, I got 100 now.
Swing, swing, swing. Tarzanic language, rolling up that chain. Hendrix with the Star Spangled Banquet. Feeling myself, of course. Chip to the bandit, coming to take your whore. SP44, banging out of the fucking Ford. Lost angles, lean upon your palm trees. Think upon us, medic wreck, 100 plants. Faded, did a funny dance while I was rapping shotgun. Man, I'm passenger, no license. Well, 100,000 a warrant. Nigga, if they catch me till November, I'ma be gone, so save a place for me. When I get out, I'ma raise your beat. In the back up in that bitch, repeated the sentence, faith for me, so praise for me on 2 knees. Please don't try to give me head. Girl, we bread. If we trans, my winner stays about the bread. Bread? Said I'm all about the bread and cheddar, bitch. Cause years ago, my niggas just scoop me for strategic missions. Nowadays, them niggas just scoop me cause they just wanna clash. I got 20s, I got 50s, I got 100s now.
Meu nome é Valício, o apelido é Quero Dar. Difícil de controlar. Difícil de controlar. Quero te dar, quero te dar. Meu nome é
When we see the ocean, we figure we're home. We're safe.
You warmed up yet?
You know, when you see the ocean, you know you're home. You're safe. You're free.
Haha, that's right. Rock Phenom. Coming through with that mix. Every Wednesday night right here on the Pack and Ganja Show. That's right. Shouts out Rock Phenom.
Yeah.
In the mix.
I want to give a quick happy birthday shout out. Hip hop happy birthday shout out. And yes, Dre, they're both alive and well.
Both?
Both.
Hey, better
yes.
be that. Better be only 2 people.
Yes, it's only 2 people.
Okay.
First of all, the legendary Percy P.
Percy P?
Yeah, that's the homie right there.
What was his single?
Yeah, Percy P.
What was his single?
You see where the ocean is.
What the fuck?
Also,
no, I'm saying, what was his song? What was Percy P?
Strong Arm Steady.
Is that Crondon?
Yep, Crondon.
No way.
He's an actor now.
Yeah, he's an actor. He was in Black Lightning, I believe.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. His name was...
the Whale.
The Whale?
Something Whale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so... Shout out, happy birthday, shout out to both of them.
I'm saying, what was Percy P's track? What was his...
He did many dope songs.
Oh, you don't know? Okay, never mind. You could just
He was in the J-Lib.
He's also part of the Four Horsemen.
Percy
Really?
What was one of his tracks?
Here it goes. You know that the J-Lib. He was
Yeah.
on that one. He's on He released Perseverance, man.
No, I'm not saying
Perseverance.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to get a track out of you guys. I don't know. I'm not saying. My man might be dope.
Perseverance.
He might be my next favorite artist.
Perseverance.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay. I'm going to.
That's a dope album. Perseverance by Percy P. That's a dope album.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his character was called Tobias Well.
Tobias, that's right.
Yeah. But he's like in the cartoon, this fool's shaped like a big fat whale, but in the series, it's just some big, fucking strong buff dude that he injects himself with a serum that makes him really strong.
I saw him one time at Veggie Grill. I was like, yo, that's Crondon. It was that Veggie Grill.
Yeah.
Wait, you watched the show?
That means he's a vegan.
Me and my wife, we saw him once
carnies.
coming out of a bike shop on Central, 79th and Central.
For real?
Yeah, like he was buying a bike, I guess,
For
for
real?
his kids.
This fool is not dead serious.
Yeah.
You lost me after he was buying a bike.
He's buying a bike.
You had me up to that point.
But it looked like he was buying a kid's bike.
Buying
It
a
was
kid's
probably
bike.
for his kids.
Like his
It
kid-
looked like a small bike.
This
But
kid
we were
looked
like, hey, that looks like Crondon right
And
there.
this kid looked like E.T. And he was wearing a sweater.
No, why would he look like E.T.?
I'm saying.
Why you gotta expect you to look like E.T. for,
I'm
man?
just asking you
That's messed up.
questions. I'm just asking questions. You can say no.
I told you no. Now I'm asking you a question. Why would you ask a question like that?
Because I think you had a hallucination. You thought this was the movie E.T. Did you really see about it coming out?
Yeah.
For reals?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna believe you.
Ask my wife.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna ask your wife.
Yeah.
Paragon's wife. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So.
All right.
I also seen him at a couple hip hop shows.
I thought you were messing with us, but I believe you now.
Yeah, that crew was pretty legit. I would never think that any of them would become an actor.
Yeah.
Next to go is Mitchie Slick. The blood.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it
Oh,
for the
shit,
actors.
okay.
So yeah, for the rappers.
I got two
Happy
funny
birthdays.
stories. I got 2 stories.
All right, now it's time for What the Fuck, Packy?
What the fuck, Packy?
What the fuck?
Oh shit, that's Ganesha in the fucking chat?
Well, shit, Ganesha? What the fuck?
No.
What up,
No
G3?
way,
What's up,
Ganesha.
Ganesha?
What's up, Ganesha?
What the fuck?
What up, Ganesha?
What
is that? Why you say it like that, bro?
What the fuck?
I know.
What is that?
I just said, what up, Ganesha?
Like you're trying to get like a little kid in your fucking ice cream truck and shit.
We all just said, what up, Ganesha? He said, what up, G3? Like, we all, like, just said a regular what up.
Yeah, what up, dog?
I was a packy, like, what up, Ganesha?
I'll tell you when we go off air.
Remember
Why?
when I said about him? And I said, well, he didn't really say that, but that's how I heard it. Did you see what I mean? You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that definitely sounded like it.
I'm saying.
So
I got some candy.
Here's my story.
Hey, little boy.
You like Skittles?
You would choose Skittles. You would choose Skittles.
Man shot and killed by his nephew over a sticky honey bun.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
That fool must have been diabetic.
But what kind of sticky? What kind of honey bun was it?
It was a honey sticky bun.
It depends on what kind it is.
I don't know. I remember I used to be addicted to honey sticky buns back in the day.
But what kind?
That's what they were called, honey sticky buns.
The honey buns, the one with the little like bee, and it had like little.
From Debbie? Debbie's?
I think so. I don't know.
See, the Debbie ones are not. I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't a Debbie person.
It was cheap.
They were, but those are horrible. I gotta see the package.
Debbie's are like when you're at the fucking food cafeteria and you got like one ticket, dog, and you're like, you get a fucking slice of pizza and then you get the ghetto ass fucking honey bun or whatever they have.
I don't even know what that's like because apparently my dad made too much money to get tickets and my dad didn't give me no money for lunch, so I just had to stand around and hopefully somebody gave me some food.
It was these.
All right.
Honey, nah,
I remember. No, it's not what it was. It wasn't this. It was some other ones.
Damn, that fool shot him for a fucking honey bun?
Damn.
Would that fool have like crack in there?
I almost missing some magical fucking sticky honey buns.
Let me show you the ones I'm talking about. What's your next story? Oh, it's on here, huh? Hold on, let me show you.
Yo, shout outs to everyone tuning in. I appreciate y'all. That's dope of y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I haven't done an
Thank you.
interview in a long time. Shout outs to Super Audio Network. Shout outs to Packing Ganja Show, right?
Packing Ganja.
Packing Ganja Show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shout outs to Marcos Paragon. And shout outs to Rock Dilla.
Yeah.
Look, go up. Go back
Actually,
up.
shout outs to Rock Dilla. I seen him rocking at the Mayhem
There we go.
about 3 weeks ago on some random shit, and that fool was fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Shout outs, my boy. I never seen you perform at all.
With the B.
Rest in peace to Project Mayhem, by the way.
These right here.
Yeah.
These right here, if you put them in the oven, the microwave, I mean, and not the oven, don't put them in the oven. Put them in the microwave and fucking for like 5 seconds, and now you eat it. You can just like, if you want to get freaky with it, I'm just saying, allegedly.
Maybe that was it, baby. He was about to get freaky with it. You know what I mean? And that's what it was about.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what
he interrupted his freakiness because it was a honey bun, you know?
What's your next story?
A space capsule with cannabis seeds and the ashes of 166 people crashed into the ocean.
Was it supposed to do that?
No.
Where was it supposed to go?
Go into space.
For what?
Just to go into space and just release it out there.
No. Why?
Well, cannabis seeds. I think they're trying to grow cannabis seeds.
I think what they're trying to do is just like preserve them.
You know why? You know why it came back down? Because even the seeds knew in the ocean where it felt safe. It's home. It's safe. It's free.
You almost had it. You fucked up a little bit, but you fixed it.
I caught it back, though.
You guys, I mean, you stick the landing.
Stick the landing.
All right. Well, that was a great story, I guess, bro.
Yes.
Congratulations. to
It
those
had
people.
to do with cannabis.
Now, do those people, let me ask you, do you know if those people get the money back for not going where it needed to go?
I doubt it.
People probably died, fool.
Huh?
These fools probably died, homie.
People are dead. They're ashes.
Yeah, dog.
His family members, maybe? Or do you think it's ashes of scholars that died hundreds of years ago?
What do you mean scholars? No, what are you talking about? Those are people that wanted to go to space and get released out there, and they didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think like the government maybe had like pieces of like Einstein's brain and they fucking turned it into ash and put it in the capsule and sent it into space?
Is that what you think?
So that's what I think.
Is that because you obviously came up with that story? What the
Very,
fuck?
very fast, fool.
What
like,
the fuck?
you had that shit already like memorized and shit.
You thought about that yesterday. Like, what the fuck?
I've been planning it for years to ask that question.
God damn.
I'm glad I got to be around when you finally asked it, dog.
Defund education, like right now, just so this fool doesn't have a library
It's
job
already
anymore.
defunded, dude.
That's what I mean. So you need a library job. They're going to turn your library into a convenience store.
They're gonna turn my library into a parking lot.
That's what happens when you defund education.
And you work at sex shops.
Yeah.
No, bro, you got it wrong. He works at a webcam place.
I do.
Hey, do they do webcams on your premises by any chance?
I don't know about webcams. I know they've done photo shoots.
Yeah, you told us.
I have seen.
Have they done any video
You
shoots?
seen titties?
Have you did
I
video
saw
shoots?
a girl in like with the pasties on once.
But no. But I'm saying like, if there's any videos, they lose warehouse ones. Have they done videos on your premises?
Not that I know of, but there is a room up there where they did have a shooting room. I know certain porn stars have came through.
Oh, so now we're gonna say they're porn stars. All right. So what else?
There is porn stars that have came through.
Has anybody had sex on the premises?
I'm sure.
Porn
In front of the
stars.
camera or not?
Hey, what's the difference between a porn star and a hooker? They both get paid to get fucked.
One's advertised, I mean,
for
broadcasted for millions of people, and the other is low key.
Yeah.
But they're still getting fucked and they're still getting paid.
I mean, yeah, but the other one is.
Shouldn't a porn star be
The other
called a
one is
hooker?
kind of slightly more glamorous, I would say.
Oh, are you being serious? Oh, I thought there was a joke at the end of that.
No.
Oh, one's regulated and one's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
that part too.
My point is like, shouldn't porn stars be considered hookers?
No, but they're regulated.
They're
So
called
that's-
sex workers. son.
That's why we're
Sex
prostitution
workers.
is legal.
That's what a
if you
hooker's
want to
called.
put it all under one umbrella.
That's why prostitution is legal. It's
Well, that's what
regulated.
I'd seen a documentary once about a porn star where she occasionally will see fans, but what she does is she has to shoot it, so that way it won't be legally. It won't be prostitution. It'll be for purpose of what's it called? To shoot
It's like
the shot.
escorts. You're not paying them for sex. You're paying them for their time and for their company. I heard
Escort
allegedly.
you somewhere.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, where it's legal, if you go to the bunny ranch, they have to do like tests. They have to pay taxes. They have to fucking do all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
They have to claim their pussy on their taxes and shit like that. Allegedly, I don't know.
Not that you've been there before.
I'm saying. I've heard.
You've heard stories.
They talk.
Allegedly.
I listen. While I'm
Allegedly.
waiting for my room number to come up.
Y'all are wild.
Yo, Rock Dilla, you produce beats?
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I used to. Not in like about, it was about, it's been about like a good
Freestyle?
8 years. Probably.
5 years?
9 years probably.
Is this
Since
your
I sold
beat?
my MPC. Oh, no. This is freaking
RZA
RZA.
right here.
RZA.
Yo, I was gonna say, since you got some of the ill,
Let's go.
if y'all want to bust a freestyle,
Yeah.
yeah.
Warm it up, yeah, get up in it, you know how we do. Gotta eat the spinach like my name was Popeye. I got to pop my fly like my name was no more, or what his name, Showtime. What the fuck, I got to get and go get mine, every time, with the fresh lines, we gotta express these times for the affairs. One time, put in the air, we're like a fist. What the fuck can you exist? Bust the shit like a motherfucking mentalist, like a poet. Motherfucker, do the shit. I know it. Pass it to the right or to the left. You hot
Yeah.
to death, bust the shit, cause we gotta accept every
Gotta
flaw.
accept.
You know how we do this off the job, doing this shit. Steadfast raw to my motherfucking left. So is Packy. Now he's right in front of me. We ain't whack MCs coming with the wacky tobacco. We brack.
Yeah, we bragging and attacking every time we start macking, every time we start attacking. Yeah, that's how we start rapping. Every time we come off the top, ready to concoct these thoughts, fresh up off the block. Yeah, me and Rock, we like the Chavez and Pacquiao. Yeah, the Chicano and Pinoy. Yeah, step to us, get knocked out. Every time every time I still rep off the block now. Right here in the Packing Ganja show with my man Packy Chan. Right here, and we don't give a goddamn. And we got my man Steadfast Raw. Every time we come through, we got the claws like we Wolverine. Every time we start to envision, every time I start to invene, the Essentra botter that be right in front of you, right in front of me. Every time I start to MC, I coming through only 5'3.5". Every time I still come through, Paragon still kicking ass. Far from trash. But I'll still come through with the attack.
With the attack. Yo, coming from the city of Bow, I'll put it down. Want the attack to habitat to I adapt to any sequence. Now I gotta bleed it. You come and battle me, now you gonna need this. The whole army trying to go and harm me, cause I got the bars be inside of me. harmony with the bars in me, and now I got a slot of these certain types of MCs. I has to be certain prophecies fulfilled when I write, fulfilled when I freestyle on the mic, fulfilled when I'm ill, when I got the sight, when I'm freaking high on my side with all designs. I wanna go and right now what until my side. I'm out the Aragon of my one damn style, chillin' with Paragon when there is no denial. Before you come against me, see I'm an MC, try to come and test me. Now yeah, especially you're gonna tempt me to put you on the DOA list at the hospital. Before I gotta rep it as I plot and pull certain types of my mind state coming from the crime rate, cause my line's laced with my rhyme pace. And if you know about me, I'm from the town G where we fucking rap battle and bang all day. So let me go and haggle, I'm a vandal all day. I put it like a ricochet from an AK, hit you in your brain, hit your one damn name. Where you damn lay with this metaphor, son.
Oh shit, I guess it's my turn. I'ma just jump in and begin to burn this beat right here like I do my joints. And when I roll up a fat blunt, I get straight to the point and I just start busting. Yes, this is all free steez. No, it's not written, man. Hey, yo, you know I'm a G when it comes to being the real MC. Constantly rocking it on any fucking beat. You know who I be. Yeah, you know my name. But if you old school homie, you know me as what? What was the name? Mr. 215. I'm taking it back to the old school days when I used to rock it all the way live in the Mayhem. When we used to rock it at the Urban Underground. God damn, I'm going back, way back. Oh shit, I'm that fucking old, but I don't give a fuck, kid.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Dope. I'll always do when we end off with a freestyle. You know what I mean? So definitely always a blessing to have us up in here doing it. But yeah, before we head on out, man, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, well, first of all, shout out to all y'all. Thank you for letting me putting me on the another show, chop it up with you, and tell you what I got going on right now. So big shout out to y'all. Make sure follow the network. Follow these people right here. I'm gonna be tagging them on the videos that I pretty much have all day, and I'll shoot you guys the videos that I have too as well. But shout outs to everybody that's fucking ever helped me, fucking whether you're not in my life anymore or not, whether it's musically or not. Shout outs to my homies that are dead. Shout outs to the homies that are locked up. You know, stay strong minded and strong hearted, dog. You know, time is fucking in your mind. And shout outs to all the people really fucking with me. You know, it's taking me a long time to get here and to get my mind straight. So pretty much from here, I'm just gonna keep creating the waves. Hopefully you follow. Hopefully I can make a fan of you. And if I haven't made a fan of you yet, please give me that opportunity to show you what I'm about. To show you, you know, I'm not just a spitter and not just a freestyler. I got albums and mixtapes upon albums and mixtapes. This is what I do. Shout outs to all my people at NALA, which is NELA 323, Glassell Park, Cypress Park, Highland Park, Lincoln Park, Echo Park, Elysian Park, all the parks right there. Frogtown, Dogtown, Chinatown, downtown, all that. I love y'all.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. Oh yeah, hold on. Big shout outs to my boy right here. Shout outs to my boy
parks, the sands.
Street Hockey, my boy Hawk right here. Shout outs to Nilos right here. That's the brand that puts it down for the Northeast.
Yeah. And next week.
Did you miss anybody?
Where can people find you at?
You could just find. I'm on all platforms at this point. Steadfast Raw. All my social media got hacked about 1.5 years ago, so I had to start everything over. So if you do see me, be like, I think I remember that fool. Fucking follow my ass. I'm only on pretty much IG right now. That's only one. Steadfast_Raw. You'll see my bald head. You'll see me spitting my ass off. This is what I do. I'm all about networking. If you need a verse, you need a fucking show to be slaughtered, hit me up. This is what I do.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, next week we have Stand and Deliver coming through to the house.
Oh shit.
Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver Collector. I got hit up by the homie Mr. Dialect a while back ago. We've been planning it for a while, and I'm glad it's finally coming into fruition. And we're gonna have them here finally for the first time ever.
They're gonna jump us.
I heard they're gonna jump us into the Stand and Deliver crew, dog. I'm down. So that means that Rock has to be here. Rock, you need to be here tomorrow in your Muay Thai shorts so we can get jumped into Stand and Deliver.
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Thank you again, Steadfast. Appreciate you coming
thank
through
you
and
for
hanging
having
out
me.
with us, putting up with that bullshit and my hooker stories.
Hey, by the way, it's episode 351, not
351.
Just to get
Episode 351. All right, I remember that shit.
Yes, sir.
And we are out of here.
It says 151.
Yeah, you said 351.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.
Episode 351.
Sorry.
Shout out to Super Audio Network here. It's a genius right here.
I put 151 the last time too.